The next muscle is the vastus lateralis. For patient positioning, again you want them seated on the table, this time with their hands placed on the edge of the table, knees flexed over the table or bent. To differentiate between the vastus lateralis and the vastus medialis is going to be the rotation of the tibia. For vastus lateralis, you want the tibia internally rotated. Again, you would like to place one hand on the ankle and one hand underneath the distal aspect of the thigh. Again, you will apply an inward pressure towards knee flexion while the patient resists you into knee extension. After tested bilaterally, give the patient a score from 1 to 5 for each leg, with her being a 4 plus on both left and right, meaning she is able to complete the motions with full resistance but still has some shakiness. The previous movements were concentric movements. For eccentric movements, you'll have the patient started with her knee extended while you apply the pressure downward into knee flexion and she resists you. Compensations for this test would be her to be bearing down on her hands or applying extra pressure or extra rotation that is not needed in the hip or leg. The next muscle to be tested is the vastus medialis. With this muscle, you will want to externally rotate the tibia. Again, applying one hand underneath the distal aspect of the thigh and one hand on the ankle. Again, you will apply pressure into knee flexion while the patient resists you into knee extension. Make sure to test bilaterally. You're not looking for extra compensations such as turning more externally rotating of the hip. Movements shown before are concentric muscle movements. The next muscle movements to be shown are her eccentric muscles. Again, you take the knee into full extension. Place your hand under this aspect of the thigh and apply pressure into knee flexion while she resists. Make sure to test bilaterally. Once tested bilaterally, give a score from 1 to 5. In this instant, the patient is a 5 on both left and right leg. For other compensations, you are also looking for, again, extra pressure in the hands, applying the force downward through her body, and the extra rotations in the hip or leg.